So the heat this week, it's going to affect everybody, but it will not impact every community in Colorado the same way. For years, we've told you how environmental groups have been working to plant more trees to cool down low-income neighborhoods that are often what are called heat islands. Well, now the Trump administration has taken back the funding for some of those programs. Our Mark Salinger has that.
On weeks as hot as this,
Absolutely, for sure.
not every neighborhood experiences heat the same way.
We're in the middle of asphalt jungle.
Javon Taylor runs the Green Dot Coalition, an organization focusing on increasing access to green spaces for communities that don't have them.
Heat is just getting hoarded in the concrete, and there's no greenery to balance that out. There's no shade.
2 years ago, under President Joe Biden, they were awarded a $500,000 environmental justice grant from the EPA to plant trees and vegetation in Globeville. Then everything changed.
We were super excited. We got the money, and then Trump got elected, and a year later, after we already expended $175K of it, we get a note that, okay, these funds might be taken away.
The Trump administration canceled more than $1.7 billion in grants and contracts, focusing on projects they say were related to DEI and environmental justice.
When you have so much purpose and momentum behind your project, having a hit like that of $375K that you can no longer expend is just, it hurts the organization, hurts the neighborhood.
It is unfortunate to hear that those grants are rescinded. It's likely not legal.
Casey Becker is the former EPA administrator for Colorado and other states under Biden. She helped award tens of millions of dollars worth of environmental justice grants to Javon and many others.
On a hot day like today, when there could be tree cover, but now there's not going to be because those dollars were rescinded from the federal government, it puts those communities at a real disadvantage.
I don't know why they did it. It doesn't make sense to me, truly. Yeah. It feels like a racist policy got put in place.
On hot days like today, that loss burns even more.
You only fail when you quit, and we're not quitting anytime soon.
An environmental group in Pueblo has already signed on to a class action lawsuit against the EPA, arguing that the cuts to the federal funding were illegal. The new EPA administrator has said that environmental justice is an excuse to fund left-wing activists, Kyle.
I mean, truly, Trump administration is reshaping the nation in its image through these funding cuts that go beyond just the programs you've talked about in this kind of space.
So talking more about the Pueblo project that we just mentioned, that's for funding support to urban agriculture in neighborhoods impacted by the historic Colorado smelter, where cleanup is underway to remove lead and arsenic from places in the ground. So that's one of the projects that has been cut. You look at that and you say, that sounds pretty important to me. So that's what's on the cutting board right now.
Well, I appreciate you staying on top of it for us. Mark Salinger, thank you.